You just landed a massive junk removal job, but how do you price it right?
Most haulers either underbid and lose profit or overbid and lose the client.
In this video, we're breaking down the exact strategies we use to price big jobs without guessing. So today we got a question from another junk removal company. He wants help pricing a job. So the customer called about removing carpet inside their duplex, disposing of it, and they also have a bunch of trash they want to get rid of in and around the property. He doesn't know what he wants to charge. He doesn't want to charge too much because he's worried about it being his first big job. He already told them that he was willing to beat whatever anybody else's price was. So that's an important talking point. And then he also has the issue of like when the landfill closes, he knows it's going to be multiple trips. He knows it's going to be difficult, etc. But let's just get into it. Jackie, what was your initial thought of the message and what you think?
Well, from the wording, I understood that he gets out of work at 4:30 and the landfill closes at 7. And the job sounds huge, so yeah. And then second thought, kind of brought it up to him, but it was about like saying that he'd beat the price of any other guy. You don't want to do that.
Yeah, guys, don't do that. You're shooting yourself in the foot. And we understand the thought process behind it, but don't do that because people won't even go get other quotes and they will just tell you that someone quoted them X dollars, whatever they want to pay. And it'll be embarrassingly low. So just keep that in mind.
Also, when you don't know how to price, I think that even if you don't say that and the customer can feel that, they're going to be like, oh, they are going to try to tell you, oh, I got this quote, even if they didn't, because they know that you don't know how to price them.
Getting into these situations, you do need to be prepared, okay? Be prepared, practice pricing, all that kind of stuff. Join our free community. Our free community, we have a lot of pricing questions. They're starting to build up now, and you'll kind of learn. So one of the things that I told him, or that we told him, is that like, listen guys, big jobs, you'll see a lot of creators, including ourselves, make it seem like big jobs are this magical, beautiful thing, but big jobs mean big headaches. Minimum pickups, which is $165 for us, and we could fit like 10, 12, 15 of those in our trailer. And guess what? Those take us like 5 to 10 minutes. At this point in time in our junk removal career, we would rather go do 10 of those in one day than do one big job. Yeah. That's just the truth. I mean, even from a revenue point, I would rather make $1,600 doing 10 minimum jobs in a day than make $3,000 on a big job. That's just how we feel about that.
The only nice thing about a big job is the ticket price of that big job. But again, like little jobs add up to that, and that if you have multiple little jobs, you have multiple customers that are gonna call you back.
Yeah, and then
not just one.
Right. And then the final thing that we'll close out with that I think, we understand the lust of getting the big job, and we understand it's exciting and you want to land them. But I'm going to tell you guys, just because it's your first big fish doesn't mean it's going to be your last one. You go out fishing, yes, you're going to catch a lot of small fish before you catch the big ones. Same thing in business. You're not always going to catch the big ones, and some of them are going to get away, and that's okay. So it's really easy in the beginning to like be a mindset of like, oh, I'm never going to get this again. I'm never going to see this. And it's just not the case, guys. So don't stress yourself out about it. Be confident, go in, provide a price. If someone beats you on price, be thankful that you had an opportunity to put your hat in the ring. But also be thankful that you're not the one doing it for less than what you want to make. And that's it. Do you have anything else to add to that?
Big jobs usually mean you need more equipment than you thought you did.
Yep.
Or you just want it because it would make your life a lot easier. So
yeah,
take that into account.
They usually become learning lessons. So, there's also there's hidden expenses on big jobs that you just don't have with little jobs. So that's also something to keep in mind. But yeah, great question from Super Junk Solutions in Amarillo. If you guys are seeing this and you haven't followed them, go give them a follow. We got to support the community. If this helped you think differently about pricing, hit the subscribe button and click that notification bell.
We drop videos every week breaking down real junk removal numbers, strategies, and how we're scaling from the ground up.
If you got a topic you want us to cover, drop it in the comments. We read every single one.